Two wildfires broke out earlier this afternoon and have since spread more than 100 acres in Swain County. More than 15 homes needed to be evacuated. News 13 Samir Nafsi joins us live in Swain County now with the latest. Samir, what are you seeing out there now?
Yeah, hey there. As you can see, the fire is still very much active behind us right now. Now, 15 fire departments responded today. Of course, those would be Bryson City, to Cherokee Fire Department, and of course, the North Carolina Forest Service, all coming out here, boots on ground efforts to try to put out this fire that spread, as you mentioned, over 100 acres. Now, we have learned more information about where this fire started, so go ahead and take a look at your screen. Now, according to Bryson City Fire Chief Charles Bryson, one of the fires started on Stone Pile Gap Road from a downed power line. Now, there is a second blaze on Coopers Creek Road that is also believed to have started from a downed power line over there. Now, as of this hour, Chief Bryson says the fire is only about 10% contained out of the 100+ acres. Now, several homes, as he mentioned, needed to be evacuated from Stone Pile Gap Road to McCracken Road and Berry Lane. Now, that's all according to the chief. Since then, homes on Stone Pile Gap as well as Berry Lane have been allowed to return, while homes on McCracken are still threatened by this fire. Two abandoned campers are believed to be the only structures that have been destroyed from this wildfire. Now, more than 60 firefighters have been working boots on ground efforts since 1 o'clock to put out this fire. And this is what one neighbor had to say to us earlier.
It has spread drastically. Here at our neighbor's house, we have 75 acres and then another 40, another 20, and butts up to the national park, and it's already consuming that far. So very, very exciting day.
Hopefully we get this thing taken care of before long. It seems like it's headed north here into the park, so that'll be a whole different animal in itself there.
Yeah, and of course, today's wind not helping the firefighters out by any means. They were going to bring aerial assistance in, but due to the wind gusts, they were unable to do so. So they actually had to siphon water out of a nearby river and bring it out to try to extinguish the flames out here. Now, as what's going to happen moving forward, crews will monitor the area tonight and then be back out in full force tomorrow morning.
We begin with two wildfires that continue to burn in Swain County. The fire is now consuming several hundred acres. News 13's Hannah McKenzie is there now east of Bryson City. And Hannah, any updates for us?
Kristen, the latest update from the North Carolina Forest Service is that these fires are 30% contained. Now, that may not sound like a lot, but I'm told these firefighters are making significant progress.
The smell of smoke thick in the air Sunday across Swain County, just outside of Bryson City. The Thomas Divide Complex fire, burning since Saturday afternoon, comprised of two separate wildfires, the Stone Pile fire and the Copper Creek fire, both caused by fallen trees on power lines. The fire is a combined total of 700 acres, and despite windy conditions, they're not expected to grow, says Ruthie Edwards with the North Carolina Forest Service.
We have definitely feel like we've turned the corner on containing the fire, and I think that we look to see a lot of improvement tonight with the relative humidity rising.
According to Edwards, no injuries and only one report of minor damage to a home. Evacuation orders now lifted.
They said we needed to get out of there.
Dawn Parks, Cora Fuller, and their crew,
It's Tootsie, and that's Ash, and that's Scruffy,
packed their truck and hit the road after seeing the flames creep closer to their house.
And I smelled smoke, and I thought, oh my Lord. And I went outside, and then the whole mountainside was just as white, and I could see orange and pink color coming up, and you couldn't hardly see anything. And man, I was terrified.
Spending the night with family in Waynesville, but anxious to return home.
I didn't know what to expect, so it was great to see it in one piece.
Relieved.
I'm ready to go home and crash out.
The couple looking forward to a peaceful night's sleep.
See you later on.
Right now, about 60 firefighters are battling the flames.
This is just old-fashioned hard work. They're all just digging handline, and it's it can be slow and tedious, and it's steep and hard work.
Attempts to bring in additional resources blocked by Mother Nature, says Edwards.
And we had a scout plane and a helicopter come over from the North Carolina Forest Service, and they both came here and tried to do some work, and the winds were just too strong, so we weren't able to use them.
And Edwards tells me they're hoping to scale back on the number of firefighters working overnight in order to give crews a break before they have to tackle these flames again tomorrow morning.
And we begin tonight with breaking news out of Winston-Salem after a firefighter is shot. Let's go straight to the scene with ABC 45's Sarah Mastori. Sarah, what do you know at this hour?
Well, Ryan, what we know so far is that 2 people were shot inside the parking lot at this Kermit's hot dog house behind me, one being a firefighter, and this happened hours ago, so it's a pretty active scene. Now, I'm going to step out to the side here and let you guys take a look at the Kermit's hot dog house. You can see that door completely just blown out, as well as glass shards on the bottom, and police say they're still trying to investigate. Winston-Salem police say the shooting happened around 2:30 today at Kermit's off Watown Street. It happened in the parking lot at the restaurant, police say, and officials say they can't confirm much information at this time. They do say, though, the on-duty firefighter is in stable condition and the other victim, a civilian, is in critical condition. No suspects are in custody and the suspect could be at large. Now, police have not been able to confirm any identities or what led up to the shooting.
It's actually very, very important to ask the citizens to call in. We rely on the people that were here that may have seen some information, because obviously this is a chaotic scene and concerns everyone involved. It's a public area and people just enjoying their lunch.
Now, if you know anything, you're asked to call the Winston-Salem Police Department. For now, we'll continue to update you here on air and online at abc45.com.